Good morning. Good morning, people. We'll be getting started in a couple minutes. We have our experts that are going to be here in 1 second. And yes, I'm talking to the training experts on the phone. That's why my phone was muted. Say hi, Sean McLean. You're on speaker.
What's up, everybody?
We will be getting started in just a minute or so. How is everybody on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
Good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sean and Kim are logging in as we speak.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Chris?
Man, oh man, if I was any better, I'd have a full head of hair.
Good morning.
Good morning. There we go, Sean. I'm going to pass over the host to you. Let's see. Make host. Boom. Sean, you out there, brother? Sean, I see you there. I made you the host, so.
I'll talk to you more about that.
There you go. I think Tracy Lee just became the host somehow.
What's up, everybody?
All right, Tracy, can you give the host back to Sean McLean? Because somehow they transferred it.
How did that happen?
That's a good question.
How do I switch that?
Let me see. All right, I'm the host now. Now I just claimed it back.
Okay.
Now, Sean McLean, you're the host.
Awesome.
Now
So we are honored to host this today. This is really cool.
Good morning.
So you have the control of mute and all of that. So you're going to have to mute everybody.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right.
There you go. So we would normally be doing this on our computer. However, we just put new floors down and remodeled, and we haven't got it all set back up yet. So we're having to do this from the phone, so bear with us.
Would you guys mind remembering to record it, please?
It is recording right now. Thank you.
Oh, man, you rock.
I didn't do it. Awesome.
Well, now they're going to
All right,
expect me to put the recording up. That's where we come into another challenge.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Good morning, guys. We are super excited to be hosting this today. We're actually a little bit nervous, or I am. But you guys are our team, you're our family, and we are super excited to be a part of this with you all. We're not going to take a bunch of your time today, but we did want to try to give you a little bit of training and some tips on just what we've been doing and what's been working for us. Some of this you may have heard before, but we try to do it basically very real. We have 3 teenagers. Actually, one's not a teenager anymore. She's 20. So we just try to do a very real approach to everything in our life, and this being one of those things. So with that, we just wanted to jump in and get started today. This is our training on getting started in this business. So we started November the 18th is when we got our pack, and we drove to Dallas and picked up our coffee and our Xanthamax, and started drinking it the next day and have not stopped since. I actually opened our last pack of coffee today. So I'm freaking out thinking that tomorrow is going to be a bad day. Thank God we have Xanthamax. We'll just have to double up on that. But anyway, so we want to welcome you guys and just say thank you for trusting everybody that you have put your trust in to start this business. It's going to be a super fun ride. So what I say is put your seatbelts on, hold on tight. This is going to be an awesome, amazing ride. So if you're ready with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So one of the things we want to make sure is that you are connected. And the ways that you can be connected are the Team Rise Facebook page. So that page has got tons of information. If for some reason you are not a part of the Team Rise Facebook page, then please jump on there and find it, or get with your sponsor and have them add you to the page. It is a private page. That way, it may even be a secret page that only we can see. So that's where we put information on rank ups and just things that we want just for our team. So get with your sponsor and have them add you to that page if you are not in that, because there's tons of information on that.
Yeah, guys, the one of the most important things that you can do here is learn to be plugged in. Kind of like anything that you do in life, anything that you're plugged into. If you're an NFL freak and you take a year off from the NFL, you might not have any clue what's going on, right? Like who did what and the stats and all that kind of thing. No different here. Like what you're putting in through your eyes and ears every day is what you're going to put out. And you've got to continue to fill that vessel up in order to put out every day. So we're going to teach you a few things, a few places that you can stay plugged into. And as long as you're excited and you're plugged in, you don't have to know everything. Just stay plugged in and keep trucking. We're going to be here to help you out. So
exactly. So remember the team chat groups. I'm sure that if you're like us, you're a part of a lot of team chat groups. So you may have to turn your notifications off if you're at work or something, because you're going to get ding, ding, dings all day long. But just if you have a team chat, make sure you're a part of that, because that's where your team leader is going to put Zooms, different, updates and things like that are going to be really crucial for you, and also places for you to ask questions and for you to find out answers for questions maybe you haven't even thought of yet.
Yeah, the chat groups, by the way, are not a place of negativity. So if you do have, listen, this is real life, right? So if you do have something come up, something's, maybe not going just perfect, or maybe something happened and you had a question or you just didn't like it, guess what? Reach out to somebody in leadership directly and voice that concern. In the chat groups, that's not where we want to do that at. With that said, we have team Zooms, which you need to be plugging into. The team Zooms are awesome. They're going to be Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central.
That's right. So if you are like us and we're the Eastern time, which I don't think there's a whole lot of us on Eastern time, we get the later end of it. So we try to do them at 7 so that everybody has an opportunity to jump on after work if you have to work or whatever. The other important thing is the opportunity Zooms. The opportunity Zooms are there for you. So Mark and Judy or Chris or whoever does the opportunity Zooms, they don't need the opportunity Zoom. They know about this opportunity. So this is done strictly for us, for new people that we get on the opportunity Zoom that are interested in the business, that we don't have to explain it. We don't have to explain any of the comp plan. They can hear testimonials from people other than us and see that this product really does work and the business does work. So those are awesome. Those are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central, I believe is correct on those. So make sure that you stay connected, you stay plugged into those. All those things are super important.
And guys, even if, because I know a lot of times, we're all humans. So if we don't have like a new person on the opportunity Zoom, you tend maybe not to show up and watch it because you're like, well, I don't have somebody coming to watch it, so I don't need to watch it. Hey, listen, this is a team. There's no I in team. So we all show up and we all support, because this is what I need you to consider for a minute. When you do have someone on that opportunity Zoom, and let's say Kim and I don't that night, so we don't show up. Let's say 50 other people don't, so they don't show up.
Right.
But you show up with your one person and there's like 7 people there. It's not going to look real good to your one person, is it? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we always show up to support each other, even if we're not, directly on the same team. We're all in this game together, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show up. We're going to support each other. And as you develop your own testimonies, as you're growing in the business, product testimonies as well as business opportunity testimonies, you may be called on to share them testimonies, because we always need new blood on the opportunity Zooms
Yes.
sharing. So
if you have a testimonial, please get with your sponsor. If you would like to testify, then get with your sponsor. Get with your sponsor and let them know, because on the next Opportunity Zoom, they would get with Judy and get you guys together and make sure that you can tell your story on the Opportunity Zoom. So that's a great tip. So really simple. One of the main things that we want everybody to know is that when you are getting started, you do have a website. You actually have 3 websites. So it's very important that you know what those links are and that you know how to get into your back office. So the links are for customers, elevocity.com/your user ID. For promoters or business partners, it is elapreneurs.com /teams user, /your user ID. For your travel, wholesale travel engine, it is 4oceans.com /your user ID. Okay, it's that simple. Now, it's very important that you remember your username and password. So when you're helping someone enroll, I usually try to write it down for them because it never fails. They're excited, they're sidetracked, they forget to write it down, and then literally within 10 minutes, they're like, oh my God, I can't get in. I don't remember what my username and password is. So the company does usually send an email to let them know, but I always write it down too, just to kind of help my people, so that if they don't have access to their emails or whatever, I do have it. But then I do send it in Messenger so that they can go back and look for it themselves, and I'm not the source all the time. One of the other things is make sure that you know your sponsor's name and phone number. I know that sounds weird, but there are some people that do not personally know their sponsor. Maybe they just saw them on Facebook or something like that, and make sure you know your sponsor's name and phone number so that you can get in touch with them at any time. Also, I would suggest that you have a list. If your team does not supply this, then ask for it. A list of your next 5 promoters. I hate to say upline because I hate that word, but your next 5 promoters upline, so that when you have connection calls and welcome calls, you have, and you need support, you have questions, then you're able to get on a phone call or messenger with those individuals, because we're all here to support you and help you and watch you win, help you win. This is the super exciting part about this. So I encourage you, if you do not have a list of your 5 upline Elapreneurs names and phone numbers, that you go and take care of that, because that's going to be very, very important. The next thing is make sure that you complete your map. Everybody needs to be on map. So if you do not know how to set that up, then get with your sponsor to help you set that up, because that's the important part. That's where your residual income and where your product, that you don't have to worry about making sure the date that, before you run out. MAP is going to be the place for you to make sure that that happens.
And to be qualified to get paid.
Right. To qualify for your commissions, you need to be on at least 40 per PV, BV volume for your MAP.
Guys, what you don't want to do is you don't want to have payday roll around and you haven't placed an order because you forgot to be on MAP and have that auto ship placed. And you were just like, well, I'm going to go in and I'll place an order before the month's over. Listen, in reality, stuff happens. You do not want to have a team building underneath you and you forget to qualify that month and miss that check.
Right, that's for sure, because that's happened and it's not a fun thing. One of the things that's really important, and we know this because we are in pre-launch still. So with that, and I'm only going to say this I'm going to preface it by saying this. If you can, If you can't, nobody's going to hold it against you, and I'm not telling you to go and mortgage your house or anything. So if you can, if you're able, try to have as much product on hand as you can. That's important to have product. Like, we ordered product, and even though we ordered product to have plenty of product on hand, it's still not here yet. So we are about out, but I don't like that feeling. So if you can have product on hand, that's like really, really important. So try to do that if at all possible. Let's see, what's next? Okay, so when you get involved in the business, or you have a new business partner that gets involved with the business, then the next step is to get a welcome call scheduled. These welcome calls, guys, are, oh my goodness. So
they are going to be the lifeblood of your business, guys.
Right.
This is how. So what makes this industry different than any other industry is duplication. And all industries, all employers would love to have duplication, and it's just tough because most people's just an employee. They have no skin in the game. But here we all have skin in the game, so you want duplication in your business. You want to be duplicating what your upline does. You want your downline duplicating what you do. And these welcome calls are very important in that manner. We're going to get in there. We're going to find out what really makes people tick, what drives them, what do they need to be supported. And then we're also going to give a few expectations that they can expect from their business partners, their leaders. And we're going to really get into the nuts and bolts in these welcome calls. If you have not had a welcome call, please, 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 as soon as we get off of this Zoom, reach out to your upline sponsor and ask for a welcome call.
Yes. Yes, we have found that we weren't doing these in the beginning. And now, to see the people's faces and to see that their hearts actually connect with the activity is changing people's lives. And that's what we're looking for, because we want that connection. We want people to understand that they can do this and believe that this is actually possible. We want them to dream again. We find so many people are not like children anymore. We don't just dream naturally. We have to be pushed and kind of prompted to dream again, because it's kind of been pressed down. You can't do that. Oh, that'll never happen. And it comes from people that are close to us most of the time. And so with that, it's very difficult for a lot of people to dream, especially if they're in a tough spot right now. It's hard for them to see outside of that. So with these welcome calls, they're very important, because we can kind of help push people to dream again and to think about things that they haven't thought of before and actually believe in themselves. So with new business partners, we want to make sure that this gets booked within 24 to 48 hours of them enrolling. Like, we are on welcome calls all the time. All of the time. And I love it, because it means there's new partners that are joining us, and we are going to see them win. And I write it down. We can't wait to follow up to see where they are in their goals and reaching their goals.
Guys, one thing that really
differentiate.
Yeah, shows that we're different than all these other people out here is the fact that we really and truly do care about the wants and the needs and the desires of the people that are coming into this business, the brand new person, the person who's brand new to the industry. Like, every one of us has a reason, and your reason's not just, oh, I want to make more money, or oh, I want financial freedom. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. I want you guys to be thinking about this, those that haven't had a welcome call yet. Of course, everybody wants financial freedom. Of course, everybody wants more money. But the reasons behind that is what's important. What's that going to allow you to do? Who's that going to allow you to help? Yourself, your children, stranger down the street? I mean, it's different for each person, right? What you're going to find out is here, we have a body of people who actually care. And not only are we going to help hold you accountable to see them dreams come to. We're going to take the dreams, we're going to turn them into goals, and then we're going to make them reality. That's what we're here to do. But you're also going to do the same for us. And in doing these welcome calls, we're going to be able to share with you what our heart, what makes us tick, our passion behind the reason we're doing this. And so accountability goes both ways, right? So if accountability is only one way, it's more like a boss telling somebody what to do. So accountability kind of goes both ways. We need to really get down. It's very important. We want to see the newest person to this industry come in and win.
Right. And it's also going to kind of help you determine your time commitment to this business, and also to determine your commitment level period with how long you're willing to stick this out to see those dreams and goals come to reality. And that's one of the main goals of the welcome call, is for us to help you and for us to find out your commitment level, your time commitment level, because if you only have an hour a week, then we're not going to pour in 10 hours a week to you if you only have an hour a week. That's overwhelming for you, and it's overwhelming for us. So it's important for us to find out what those commitments are, so that we can match your commitment and not overwhelm or underwhelm. Is that a word?
Underwhelm. We'll take it.
Underwhelm. Okay.
Hey, we're in North Florida. We'll take it.
Underwhelm you with information. I would suggest that you commit to something realistic as far as connecting with people, and I would say 2 people a day. I don't think 2 people a day is too much, but I don't think that 2 people a day is unrealistic. I think that that's very doable, because that can be reaching out via phone, text, messenger, in the coffee aisle, in the coffee shop, at the grocery store, at daycare, at the hospital, wherever you are. 80% of people in the world drink coffee. And if they don't drink coffee, then they still want to feel amazing. We have tips and recipes to help them drink it so that it doesn't taste like coffee. And then in March, we have hot chocolate. Most people that don't drink coffee, if they don't drink hot chocolate, they just don't have a pulse or something. I mean, because like I just started drinking coffee 1.5 years ago, but even before that, I drank hot chocolate. Like, I love me some hot chocolate. So there's something for everyone coming very soon. So that excuse is going to be down the tubes.
Yeah, guys, if you will learn how to reach out to 2 people a day, it doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but 2 people a day spread out over a 7-day week, that's 14 people that you connected to your upline, because that's what we're going to teach you to do, is how to connect to your upline, right? So when you do that, let's just say the first 10 people, you totally mess it up. Just totally mess it up. Well, guess what? Somewhere in there, it's going to click. And there's going to be one that's like kind of interested. There might be one that's like super interested. And then, you know, about the 14th, 15th, 20th person, where it might be different for each person. It might be the 3rd one. You'll learn like, oh, okay, well, I kind of did this way, or my approach was softer or stronger, or maybe I talked too much. I think that's a lot of people's main problem. But you'll kind of learn like what's working for you and what's not as far as connecting. And you'll just get better if you'll do 2 a day. If you're doing 2 a month, listen, do not expect to get better. It's not going to happen. And you can really, you know, just do a little introspect and ask yourself this question. How many people did I talk to in the last 5 days? How many people did I talk to in the last, 10 days?
That's going to kind of show, like, if you're wondering why you don't have business partners and customers, you can probably relate it back to how many contacts and how many connections that you've made. I know sometimes whenever Sean and I, because trust me, we're human and we strive for 2 a day. And sometimes it doesn't happen, and sometimes we get like 5. So it's not, it's not going to happen perfect every single day. It's a goal that we're reaching for. But we have to look at each other and we have to say, okay, so where are we at in our business? All right. So is it the business to blame? Is it the comp plan to blame? Is it the product to blame? No, it's us.
You got to remember, guys, just because you have a business doesn't mean you're in business. Like if nobody knows that you're doing anything, you're not necessarily in business. You could go out and spend 80 grand starting a lawn service and leave the equipment parked in your backyard.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be able to hire you unless you let them know, hey, this is what we're doing. So, two people a day is not a huge time commitment. It's just more, hey, I'm going to reach 2 people today. And, let your upline know, literally let your upline know what they can expect out of you. Can they expect you to reach 2 people a day? How many hours a week are you willing to put in? Let your upline know that so that they can understand, like, am I expecting so-and-so to put in 10 hours a week and now they're trying to match you there and they're pushing you a little bit more, hey, let's get a little bit more work done by the end of the week? Or did you already do the 2 hours that you were willing to commit to? Whatever that is, that's kind of important. Just let them know where you're at so that they can work with you. Let's see, importance. Yeah, guys, listen, this is big. I think a lot of people, it's just kind of become a natural thing, but for others it hasn't. Customers are just as important as promoters.
They're actually super important. They're like the lifeblood of our business.
They really are. So don't think that you have to sign every single person you talk to up as a promoter. That is not the case at all. Matter of fact, legally, we need to have X amount of customers in our business to be legal with the Federal Trade Commission. And that's just how it is. If not, it's another deal. So what we know is customers of the product, and they've been on the product for any amount of time, they organically or naturally just start to share their results and how they feel in this new coffee. Next thing you know, you may have customers that have customers. And maybe the light bulb goes off and that person comes to you and goes, hey, I got 10 customers. I don't even know how I did it. I'm just a customer. And can I start making money? And then you can lead them into being a promoter, but you still got a big customer base, right? So customers are very important, guys. Don't ever think that when you're talking to somebody about being a promoter or the business opportunity or you opening this new business that you're doing, don't ever think that just because they're not interested in building a business that they're not going to be a customer. And one of the things I like to do is whether you're talking to them about being a promoter or a customer, remember this: no doesn't mean never. No just means like, not right now, dude.
Right.
Like I got 50 things on my mind. There's some family stuff. There's some job stuff. There's some health stuff. I can't talk to you about this right now. You just never know what's going on in somebody else's life. And I'd venture to say 99% of the time, the no's have 0, 0, 0 to do with you. It has something to do with what's going on in their life. So what I say to that person, if I get a no, is, hey, look, I totally get it. Right now, it's not the right time for you. But would you mind helping me out? If you know of anybody who could use, better energy, XYZ, blah, 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 would you mind passing their name to me or give my name to them? Right. And more times than not, that person will do it.
Right. And sometimes you can ask them if they mind if you just, it's not for them right now, but if you could just drip them some information or touch base with them, get their permission to touch base with them, say in next month, like in a month. Hey, do you mind if I touch base with you in a month or so just to kind of check in on you? That's something, because it shows that you care. But here's the thing. If you say you're going to do that,
do it. You
have to do it. So I don't care if you have to put a reminder in your phone calendar for 1 month from now, or on your messenger, Facebook Messenger, and you have to schedule a reminder in the notes. You've got to do it, because that's part of us being different, is that we do what we say we're going to do. And I think that's like super important. So on welcome calls, sometimes, for example, if I have someone do some homework and create a dream board, and I'm going to give them a week to create this dream board, but next weekend, I want to see a picture because I know they're busy and I know they got stuff to do, but if they're going to create this business, we need to make sure that these dreams and goals these dreams become goals because they're on paper, they're in pictures, they're on a board where we can see them and we can check those things off because it's part of the belief system. And if I can see it, then I can help hold them accountable. They can help hold me accountable. But part of that is if I say next weekend, I need to make sure that I check in and say, hey, girl, where's your dream board? I can't wait to see it. I'm so super excited about this dream board. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you mark these things off of your dream board and add new things to it. So a couple things about connecting. I'm sure that you've heard about the Connect method. And if you haven't, this is like super important, but super, super simple. So I'll let Sean kind of tell you about the Connect method, but I'm just going to tell you the importance of the Connect method. What we're finding is people that talk the least and share the most by connecting with their upline. Those are the people that are winning, and they're winning big. And what I mean by that is they're helping lots of people and they're making money. They're seeing checks they haven't ever seen, and they're helping tons of people. So if you can get really good at just creating intrigue, creating excitement, not telling the name of your company, not telling the name of your product, not blasting your Facebook page with promo sheets and pictures of the bag of coffee or the container. If you can do all that stuff and just create intrigue and excitement, and then the next thing that you're going to do is simply connect. If you connect with your upline, then you are going to win. It's strictly about passing the ball, right?
Yeah. So guys, a lot of people use social media platforms, i.e. Facebook, to reach out and connect with people. So let's just, let's see. I don't know what happened there. Are we still? Let's see. There we go. I don't know, the screen did something weird. So a lot of people use social media platforms like Facebook. So we want to talk about this real quick. What is Facebook? It is social media. All right. And I'm not going to hound on this because I know you've all heard it 100,000 times. I just want to say the fact that it's social. You know what else is social? The gym, the softball field, the soccer field. We have a festival going on downtown today in our little old hometown. It's probably the biggest festival next to the county fair that there'll be all year long, right? That's called social also. It's just being social belly to belly or person to person versus through a media platform like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, right? This is what I would suggest. Before you try to master your Facebook, master just saying hello to somebody in your local community. Because if you cannot do that, you're going to totally screw up the Facebook thing. I promise you that. Because the Facebook is just a means of being able to do what you do and be who you are to a broader audience. I only got one hand on there. A broader audience. Being able to make one statement or one curiosity picture or whatever to a much broader audience than you would be able to do just in person. But let me tell you what, if you don't know how to be relatable to people, if you've been locked away in your cave for the last 5 years and you're not talking to people, then the social media platform is going to be very hard for you also. You need to just learn how to get out and be normal. And the way that you do that, Zig Ziglar said it best, help enough people get what they want, and you'll have everything you need. End of story. That's what this business is at the heart of the business. You just have to learn to, trying to get our screen back here, guys. I'm sorry.
I was just checking for questions.
You just have to learn to put people first and put their concerns first, and be honest with that. So when we go to this festival today, first we're going to hit the gym. But when we get there, so in the gym, we've made a point to help people. So now that we do that, then they connect with us on Facebook. So we're like, hey, why don't you connect with us on Facebook? Then they learn we have a business. But you know what they learn first? We help them for free in the gym. Or if I'm down at the festival and I see somebody's tarp blowing loose, right? And I help them strap their tarp down. And then we get to talking. And, oh, yeah, you're from here? Oh, I never met you. My name's Sean. You know, blah, 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 blah. Hey, are you on Facebook? We should connect. And then we connect. And 3 days later, they pop on there to see what their new friend Sean's about. And they're like, what is this? What? This guy's always talking about Happy Coffee. I've never even heard of it. What's he talking about? And then he sends me a message. Hey, Sean, nice to connect with you at the festival. Thanks for helping strap my tarp down. What are you talking about with Happy Coffee? Hey, great question. You know, I don't want to mess this up. You really should try it. But let me connect you with my friend Kim. She helped me understand what's really in this Happy Coffee and why it makes me feel happy, and she could probably help you understand the same thing. How about maybe this afternoon? Can we jump on a call, say 3 or 5? It's up to you. There's your magic connect, guys. That's the magic right there. That's the connection. And, I mean, it's that easy. If somebody says to me, they reach out on Facebook or in person again, it doesn't matter. You're in a line at the grocery store. It doesn't matter where you're at. And they go, oh, so, yeah, I've been curious about this stuff you were talking about. What's your name? You know, great question. You should meet my wife, Kim. She knows my name a lot better and louder than I do. And she can help you figure out your name, too. I guarantee it. Can we jump on a call at 12?
I got this.
So, you know, literally, if you just keep it fun and you make it that easy, my kids are able to do this. Seriously, my 15-year-old was coming home, which he was getting into coffee before we even knew it. I'd get up or come home that afternoon and find out that he took 4 packs of coffee to school and gave them out as samples. I'm like, son, we don't just give samples out. Matter of fact, the product's so cheap, just tell them to order it.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, you know, I've been talking to so-and-so for 3 days. I said, stop. It's your first problem. You're talking to them. Well, yeah, because I like what we have. I said, stop talking. So he did that, and he learned to just pique a little bit of interest with his teachers, which is kind of really cool, right?
And then send them the video.
Send them the video.
He sends them the video.
And it never fails. They come back and go, Kyler, this is pretty interesting. How can I get more information? And he goes, you know, this really isn't time. I don't want to, you know, I'm in class. So what if I give
you my mom's number?
That's right. What if I connect you with my mom and she can help you out?
Exactly.
Sounds like a great idea, Kyler. Thank you.
Right.
It's as nonchalant as you can make it. That's the magic of the connect. The importance is this. I never talk to my friends and my prospects and myself. I connect with somebody else every single time.
Family, friends, it doesn't matter. It actually works best with family and friends because they think that they know us already, and it can kind of get a little weird sometimes for us to, like, if their question is, well, how much is it? Well, it just can kind of get a little funky. Like, for me, it's not that bad, but for them, it's a little awkward sometimes when you're talking about money with your friends, because if they can't afford it or they think they can't afford it, because trust me, people will spend money on whatever they want to. So if they feel like it's like they can't, as soon as you connect them with someone and someone else besides you shows them the value and the reasonable prices, then they're just like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Hey, I just want to elaborate on this point real quick. People will spend money on what they want to. Here's a real pet peeve of mine. And I find this a lot. I find this everywhere, really. People will say to you the dumbest things. And here's one. People will say, oh, I don't have the money for that. Translation. Oh, I'm going to go spend money on something else instead of this today. All the time. All the time. All it simply is their priority list of where they're going to put their money. Now, here's the deal. As a friend or a family member, what you want to do is grab them on each side of the neck and go, listen, oh, look, listen to me. What I'm saying, stop wasting that over there. Put it over here. You'll make enough that you can go do that other thing next week or next month, right? You want to just shake them and say, listen, we're trying to do something big here. We're not just putting a couple $100 somewhere. But you can't do that because you're friends and your family, right? But I can do that for your friends and family in a format that's not shaking them around the neck, telling them they got to do this. So it takes a little bit of weirdness away. We've just done this for long enough. Use your business partners that are having success because they're able to word the conversation in a way that they say what you want to say without that intimidating, who do you think you are telling me this type thing. And, you know, what I like to share with people is that I'm going to lay the buffet out. We have 3 different options as to how to come in this business as a promoter. My job's not to tell you, you know, what to pick. My job's to tell you the pros and cons of each one. Whatever you choose to eat off the buffet is totally up to you. And then I'll lay it out for them. So what that's going to do for you is it's going to take the quote unquote sell or the money off of the table from you having to tell your friends or family that. And I just think it just makes the transition easier.
Okay, real quick. So we've been on for about 40 minutes, not quite, maybe about 35 minutes. What I want to stress next is the importance and the excitement about the event. Guys, the launch event is scheduled for March the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And if you are planning on going, number one, we applaud you. That
Yes.
is awesome. We cannot wait to see you guys. So to meet, we've met some of you, but I've met lots of you on welcome calls, and I can't wait to put my arms around you and hug you in person. This is going to be so fun. We are so super excited. If you have not gotten your tickets for the launch event and you want to go, notice I said want. If you want to go, you need to reach out to your upline and you need to let them know, I do not have a ticket. I want to go. Because if there's a reason why you want to, but you can't, i.e. don't have a ticket, don't have a hotel room, don't have transportation, whatever the case may be, then get with your sponsor, because we are in the business of being resourceful. So if there is something that we can do to help you get there, it's that important that we are going to do as much as we can to help you get there. I've seen it all over. There are people that need roommates. There are people that have tickets for sale because they have other commitments. So there is really no excuse if you want to be there why you can't get with someone and let us help you get creative and get those event tickets purchased and hotel rooms booked so that you can get there. Now, a couple things I want to go over real quick before we get off of here is there are a couple of promos that are going on right now that you can make some extra cash and you can make some extra product, earn some extra product. And I don't want you to forget about them. So remember the Become a Shooting Star promo that's going on for new customers. And I believe that they have to be on map. Yeah, that they have an automatic map set up for customers in the month of February 1st through February the 28th. Then you are going to get one set of dose free. That's completely awesome. Free. 4 customers set up on map. That's amazing. If you get 6 customers set up on map the whole entire month of February, then you get 2 sets of those free. completely free. 2 sets of dose completely free. That's amazing. If you get 12 customers set up on MAP the entire month, not only do you get 2 sets of dose for free, completely free, you also get $500 in cash.
Guys, this is huge. Like, your goal is to do this anyways, right?
Right, exactly.
This is just extra stuff on top of what you should be doing anyways. Do your 2 a day. Connect with your business partners that are having success, and you'll knock this out of the ballpark.
The other 2 promos that we want you to know about if you don't, and these are where your sponsors can help you find these if you don't have them. The convention, if you're planning on going to the convention, there is a February convention edition promo that is an up to a $5,000 giveaway. So basically the top 5 promoters are going to win. So the number 1 promoter that gets the most promoters on a $250 pack or more, then they will get $2,500 in cash at convention.
It's pretty big.
What? The number 2 promoter is going to get $1,000 in cash, and then number 3, 4, and 5 are going to get $500 in cash. These are additional things, just cash money being thrown at us for doing what we're already doing anyway. Someone, before I go over the last one, someone had asked a minute ago if they're going to have product at the convention. The answer is, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that they will. Like, I'm pretty sure that we're going to have opportunities to have product, to buy product at the convention. I don't know who that is. Somebody's not muted. So if you are looking for products and you're going to the convention, I would bring a little cashola so that you can purchase maybe some product, maybe out. Hold on just a minute.
I still hear somebody.
If you guys are on your phone, if you would mute your phone, please. We are almost done. I promise we're not going to keep you very much longer. So the last promo is the Money Ball. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys have seen this, and if you have not seen this promo, you have got to get your hands on it. It should be in your email. It was emailed to you, but just know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just know that your name is going to be put in a cylinder with all these balls rolling around the entire happiness convention. And for every new promoter, for every customers, for staying at the host hotel, for registering your happiness convention tickets, all kinds of things, you're going to have an opportunity to earn money balls. And so you're going to have money balls. Let's say you have 30 money balls that you've earned. They're all going to go in this cylinder. And they're going to do this money ball machine the entire convention. And every time they pull a money ball out, somebody's getting some cash. And if you have 30 balls in there, guess what? Your chances are a lot higher than people that have 1 ball in there, right? Yeah,
so go and check that out, guys. See what the individual things are that you're going to get X amount of balls for each one, and see how you can maximize your chance in winning that money.
Because it's up to $10,000 in cash giveaways, guys. So I don't know about you all, but I want as many balls in there as possible because I'd like to take a little cash home with me. That would be awesome, right? Guys,
this is going to be probably the most different convention you've ever been to, the Happiness Convention. There's going to be so much business content. There's going to be so much fun. There's going to be like this is going to be different than. It's
going to be a huge family reunion. We can't wait to get there and hug everybody.
It's going to be amazing.
Awesome.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
No way. So like I said, if you need help getting resourceful, if you have issues that maybe we can help you with, please let us know. Then we'll do everything we can to help you get there. If you have not registered your tickets, please do that. If you have not received your tickets and you had purchased the Happier or the Happiest pack, they are being mailed out. You should get them anytime. If you got the VIP or Super VIP tickets, if you earned them, then those are going to be available at convention. They have your name on a list, so don't fret. Or if you purchased VIP tickets or Super VIP tickets, I believe that those are actually going to be mailed to you as well. But either way, any upgrades have been documented on paper and will, if you don't get that, as long as you get a ticket, then, they should have your name on a list, and you should be able, worst case scenario, print a copy of your invoice or your receipt where you paid for the upgrade, and you should be good to go. So if there's not any other questions, I hope that this has helped you guys. I hope that this training has helped you guys be able to go forward and succeed and win. That's all we want, is for you guys to just win in a big way. And I know that this past couple of days was payday for everybody. And I've seen so many people that got more than they expected. It just blew them away. And that blows me away. I mean, my heart is like, oh my gosh, because people that have really, really, really worked hard and haven't really seen anything come to fruition, and then now they're just sharing it because they love it and it's just coffee, and all of a sudden they're getting paid and they're like, what? I got paid this much for that? So, we just encourage you guys to continue to create intrigue, connect us. We love to see the connections. We love to hear the connections and be connected. We're here for you guys. We're here to support you any way that we can. And that's not just a saying. That's not just a phrase. Like we really mean that we're here. Make sure you get the phone numbers to all of your upline sponsors so that they can be available for you for welcome calls. We want to get those scheduled within the first 24 to 48 hours. And if you have not had a welcome call scheduled for yourself personally, I know that I've been trying to reach out to all of our team, but if there's any reason that you haven't received a message from me and you're on my team, reach out to me. So reach out to your sponsors and make sure that you get all of that information. Check on the promos.
Yeah, guys, remember, we're all human. We all have junk going on in our lives.
Absolutely.
This right here, ready to give a smile. That's what we try to show, right?
Wait, that need to be a screenshot.
That's what we try to portray.
One more time.
But we all have junk going on in our lives, right? So just always remember, when you're reaching out to prospects as well as business partners, we all have reality. We all have junk going on. We're all trying to stay positive and move in the right direction. So let's lift each other up. Let's elevate entrepreneurs. Hello, elopreneurs. Let's do that. And let's see everybody win together. And I just want to say this one last thing in closing. I challenge you to go out today and to be the person that you want to see in everyone else. I really, really challenge you to do that. Because if you will walk it out, put it on your face. Because, see, a lot of you don't realize what's on your face. That's your business card. You're walking around and I need to sign somebody up today. Hey, you heard about my Happy Coffee? And I'm like, anyhow, I didn't want to say what I was going to say. So remember that here's your business card right here, and it's in here, right? Lead with your heart. Be the person you want to see in other people. And if you do that, everything else will fall in place. Your social media, your person-to-person, all of that will fall into place. Because if you're the person you want to see in other people, you're not going to be selling crap to people. You're not going to be blowing up your Facebook. You're not chasing people around Walmart or the grocery store trying to beat them over the head with this door-to-door soap idea. You're not doing any of that. You have some benefits that you want to hook your friends up with. Yeah. Like, hey, did you see that awesome movie the other night? It was so wholesome. Even the kids could go see it. You should take your family. If you just treat people like you want to be treated, guys,
be genuine,
your business will explode. So with that, I just want to say we love you guys. Seriously,
Yes.
we couldn't be more proud to be with this community.
Yeah, we're super excited, and I hate when he does that. Like, he gets emotional, and then I start getting emotional. We're super excited that in the next 2 weeks, we are going to get to meet you all in person. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. If you see us at convention and we don't see you, or we haven't had a chance to be introduced, come up, introduce yourself, hug us. We're not untouchable. We're very touchable, actually.
Yeah, we have an
So-
open door policy at the house. Just
Yes.
knock on the back door and say hello. You're good.
So please introduce yourselves to us. We want to hug your neck. We want to just encourage you to just go, 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 go. You're awesome. The product's awesome, and we can do this together. We're a huge team, a huge family. So we look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we'll see you on Team Zooms in the next couple of weeks anyway. All right. Peace, guys. See you later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody have an awesome day.
Yeah, you too.
You too.